So in this problem, we want to evaluate this integral, and we're also going to look at the graph. So first, we're just going to evaluate the integral, I think, and then we'll look into the graph, because that's going to be a multiple choice question. So we'll get there next. So first, we need to anti-differentiate. So the antiderivative of x squared is 1/3 x cubed minus the antiderivative of 2x is minus x squared minus 8x. We're going to evaluate that from -2 to 4. So we're going to plug in 4 minus plug in -2, which is going to involve a bit of arithmetic. I like to do a little bit as I go, like 4 squared, that one's easy, 16. Minus 8 times 4 is minus 32. Okay, minus, let's do parentheses. Now we're going to plug in -2. -2 cubed is -8. So this first term is going to be -8/3. -2 squared is +4, so that will be -4. -8 times -2 is +16. Okay, continuing on. So, yeah, at some point we're going to need a calculator here. I'm going to open that up. Well, maybe not. Let's see. So 4 squared is 16. So 4 cubed is 16 times 4. That's going to be 64, I believe, because 15 times 4 is 60. 16 times 4 is 64. No. Let's go ahead and combine these. So the -16 and the -32. See, 6 plus 2 is 8, so this will be -48. These two, just distributing that negative there, that becomes +8/3. Right here, let's combine these first. 16 minus 4 is 12. Distributing the negative, that's going to become -12. Okay, we're getting closer. Let's combine the two that are thirds. So this is 64 plus 8 in the numerator is going to be 72 thirds, which should be a whole number. -48 minus 12 is minus 60. So let's do 72 thirds over here. What am I doing? 24. So 24 minus 60 is -36. Okay. So that is referring to net area, the net area between this function and the x-axis from x equals -2 to x equals 4. Let's go enter that in, and then we'll look at the graph. Okay, so then for the next part, okay, so we need the graph of x squared. Well, it's got a positive leading coefficient, so it's going to open up. So it's either A or C, just based on that right there. Let's see, A and C look very similar. I have to make this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to make A bigger. We'll see if we can figure it out through just looking at a couple of points. So, when you make it bigger, it shows the shaded in area. Isn't that nice? Okay, so from -2 to 4, let's see, these, if you look at this, that's a 6. So these are going by 1. So -2 is right here. 4 is right here. That doesn't have it fully shaded in. Let's check out C and see if it does. Okay, that's probably it, just based on the fact that it's actually shaded all the way from -2 to 4. You could also just plug in, like, for example, right, you have to look right here. At the function x squared minus 2x minus 8, f of 0 would be -8, which it does go through right there. So I'm going to choose C because it's shaded correctly. That should be the right graph. Okay, now on a quiz or a test or something, you should be able to actually sketch the graph of a quadratic and actually shade in the areas yourself. It will not be multiple choice like on the homework.